Hey guys, what is up? Austin here, aka Bowtie Guy 97. Today is a video that I've tried to do before, and I started filming and I got interrupted. The weather sucked, so I stopped. But today is the day I'm finally going to put the light bar back in behind the grill. You know, I had kind of a cheap eBay one in there, I bought this new light bar over a month ago. Instagram saw it first, so they know it's here. I talked to a couple people, and I know they're probably wondering where the video's at, everybody that saw it. Well, today's the day we're going to do the video on it, but before we get started, as always, follow me at Austin04_Z71. Like I said, they saw that light bar a long time ago, just now getting around to do the video. They're seeing this right now that we're doing the video, so it pays to follow me over there. I'll post up any shows I go to, so definitely hit me up over there. Feel free to DM me if you got any questions. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so before we even get into today's video, because we're going to get a bunch of comments and questions about the bracket system. There's a whole separate video on how I built this bracket, how it's put in here, how it's done, and I'm going to put that video link down in the description below. Check it out. So if you have a question about this bracket and how I put it in here, check out that video. It explains everything. Today's video is not going to be on that. Today's video is just the installation and pretty much the review of that Auxbeam light bar. Now, I'm in the shed today because it is, you can hear it's windy outside. It's like 20-30 miles per hour, so you can't really film with that. So we're in the shed here, but the light bar is a 32-inch 180 watt Auxbeam light bar. Actually, I might be wrong on the wattage. I'm just throwing out a number there, but bought it off of Amazon. It was less than $100, I think. Like I want to say it was $80, $90. Auxbeam has made a big name in the light bar industry, coming out with a good, affordable light bar, and everybody has said something good about them, and I'm willing to give them a shot. The eBay one held up actually for a long time that was back there, so I'm going to give Auxbeam a shot for what I got it for versus what I was going to pay from somebody like Vivid. To get one from them or whatever, it was a fraction of the cost. So if it goes back there and it fogs up and it looks like, you know, crap, I'll rip it out, we'll buy a good one, put it in there. But let's see what the Auxbeam looks like behind there and give it a shot. Now, I want to show you guys what the issue is and the reason why this video didn't get done a long time ago. So the old light bar was a whole lot shallower than that. And when it's set in here, it would fit, but if you see there, the light bar is hitting up against the transmission cooler. So I needed to figure out a way to get this light bar to fit back in there with that bracket, because that bracket is almost perfect. It sits right between the bottom mesh there and the grill, and I really didn't want to have to fabricate a whole new bracket because I had some time doing that one and getting that figured out. So I actually had some people who I was telling about it, they said that they were trimming the fins on theirs, and that's actually a good idea. The fins are so deep on these, I don't think it's going to hurt for me to cut just this section out for the trans cooler, and I think that's what I'm going to do. It's not like the light bar is going to get super hot and overheat and all that other crap. It's tucked up in there anyway, and I'm not running this thing on a trail for hours. You know, it's not going to be on that long. I'm not really worried about it, so the first thing I'm going to do is, now that you saw how it fits, I'm going to mark and cut the fins here, and, you know, then try to test fit it and see if I can't fit it in there behind the grill. So I'm going to grab one of my grinders and see if I can't get this to fit. Alright, so it is like days, it's almost a week after I filmed that intro. It's been one of those modifications where I just cannot get the time together to do this video, but it is in here. I'll put in here, trimmed the fins back there in the back. You see what the trans cooler is and the fins. Fits in there good. Got it bolted in. Let's see, get the wiring pulled up here. I gotta get under the truck and get that wiring untucked, but it's in there. Now what we're gonna do is put the wired all up in there. There is an existing wiring harness from the old light bar, so I don't really have to go that in depth, but there it is. It does work with my bracket system. You just got to trim the fins, and it fit in there good. So I'm going to get the wiring harness, which I guess I could show that here to you guys. Let's see here. I've got parts to everything in here right now. There is the wiring harness. Throw it on the ground, make sure it works. Complete harness. So you got down there where you put the light bar in, battery, all that. So I've got some different butt connectors I'm going to use, but here's a wiring harness that comes with it. And like I said, there's part of it pre-existing here in the truck. So I'm going to kind of skip some of the stuff here, but I'll put the camera back up once I get this wired up in there. All right, guys, so the wiring part was actually the easy part, you know, since I'd already done it before, you know, and all that. It was already set up to do it, but it's not done yet, but it's like dinner time and I'm starving, so I want to stop. Things you're going to need, you know, if you're going to hook it to the battery, you're going to need the bigger battery terminals. You're going to need the little butt connectors there because the kit doesn't come with them. The wiring is kind of tucked under right here right now, but hooked up power wire to the battery, grounded right there. It's the same place the E-fans are grounded to. The wire runs to, there's a grommet. I don't want to climb up in here, but there's a grommet down there. That's the access to the firewall. It's a pain in the ass to get to. Let's see. Get down. It's kind of hard to see. You can kind of see the wires running. See the wire running down right there, and it runs into the firewall, comes back into here. And right now I have got the switch just sitting here because I'm not really sure where I want to put it. There was the old light bar switch right there. And this one doesn't really give me the option, but I'm kind of concerned because it lights up red to let me know that it's off, which means it's pulling a constant power, and I don't like that. Hopefully it doesn't kill the battery, but you know, we'll have to see. But I'll go ahead and click it on. You see there is your green light to let you know that it is on, and there it is. It is insanely bright. Way brighter than that cheap eBay one. So tonight I will, once it gets dark, I will show you guys how bright this is, and I'll do a video on it. But I think you can kind of get the idea right now. That's really bright. But you know, I'll let you know where I do with the switch in future videos. The thing was, is around here on these back roads, I use it as a high beam. Really, you're not supposed to, but I do. And so that was not really convenient for me to click it. I'm almost thinking about running it through the console here and putting it right here so I can just reach down and press it with my thumb while I'm driving and then press it off. You know, so when oncoming cars come and all that, I won't have that kind of issue. But we'll see here. But like I said, I'll pick the camera back up once it gets dark so you guys can see how bright that is. But everything's good so far, you know, so I'm gonna clean it up a little bit. But Auxbeam's 32-inch light bar, I'm gonna put that link down in the description below if you're interested in it. Wasn't that hard to install. The bracket, you know, that if you've got any questions about that, check out that video. Went over it all. If you still got some more questions, I'll try to answer them, but that video will probably answer the majority of it for you. That's really about it. I mean, it really was. It wasn't that hard because I already had one in there. But if you don't have one in there, you're in for a little bit of a job. But I already had one in there, so it wasn't that bad. So hopefully I'll be happy with it. I mean, it looks like it needs to be adjusted a little bit further down. So I might do that. I'll have to see how it lights up at night and then go from there. But you know, I'm happy with it so far. We'll see here. I'll clean up the wiring a little bit and everything will be done. So like I said, I'll pick back up the camera once it gets dark and you guys can see how bright it really is. Alright guys, so I really hope that the GoPro does this justice. We're in really, you know, like low light. But there is just my headlights and fog lights. Can't really tell much out there right now. Let's see if I turn the lights off in here if it helps. But that's just fog lights. But let me go ahead and click on the light bar, and that is the light bar. You kind of see it's kind of sloping uphill there, but no light bar, light bar. Now let me turn the headlights on. So there's LED headlights, light bar. So just headlights, and turn the fog lights on, and then the light bar. So you see that is a lot of light. Good little bit further on the beam, a lot wider, and yeah. So I'm pretty impressed with that. I think it's definitely really bright, and I like it a lot. It'd be great going on the back roads. I don't know if you can, hopefully you can see it right there, though. I did decide to put the button right here. It's just stuck right here. So when I'm driving, my thumb can click it on. You see there's the green light for it being on and red light for it being off. It does not drain the battery, or doesn't appear to be draining the battery. So I think I'm all good there. You know, first impressions of it, pretty good. So we'll see if it lasts. But as far as what I've gotten so far out of it and price point, I don't think it'd be kind of hard to beat. So appreciate you guys watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the other videos on the channel. Got a lot of cool mods coming for you guys. I appreciate you guys watching. As always, take care and have a great day.